1961 അമേരിക്കയിൽ വരികയും 20 വർഷക്കാലം IBM കമ്പനിയിൽ ജോലി നോക്കുകയും തുടർന്ന് അയോന കോളേജിൽ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് പ്രൊഫസറായി ജോലി നോക്കുകയും ചെയ്ത ഡോക്ടർ പ്രിസില്ല ഹെപ്പറ്റൈറ്റിസ് സി ന്യൂയോർക്ക് ഡൗൺടൗൺ കൗണ്ടിയിലുള്ള ഏഷ്യൻ അമേരിക്കക്കാരെ സംഘടിപ്പിച്ച് റിപ്പബ്ലിക്കൻ പാർട്ടിയിൽ അംഗങ്ങളാക്കുകയും ഏഷ്യൻ അമേരിക്കൻ റിപ്പബ്ലിക്കൻ കമ്മിറ്റി രൂപീകരിച്ച് അതിന്റെ സ്ഥാപക ചെയർമാനായി സ്ഥാനമേൽക്കുകയും ചെയ്തു. ന്യൂയോർക്ക് റിപ്പബ്ലിക്കൻ പാർട്ടിയിൽ നിർണായക സ്വാധീനമുള്ള ഇവർ മുൻ UN ഡിപ്ലോമാറ്റ് VK കൃഷ്ണമേനോന്റെ സെക്രട്ടറിയായിരുന്ന വെൻ പരമേശ്വരന്റെ സഹധർമ്മിണിയാണ്. കൊല്ലം സ്വദേശിയായ ഡോക്ടർ പ്രിസില്ല തന്റെ അനുഭവങ്ങൾ കൈരളി TV USAയോട് പങ്കുവയ്ക്കുകയുണ്ടായി.
Dr. Pricilla and I'm the founder and first chairman of the Asian American Republican Committee of Westchester County. I came to the United States in 1961 to do my PhD at Fordham University. In 1970, after I received my PhD, I was an official at IBM for 20 years in corporate communications and public affairs. After that, I taught as a professor at Iona College in New Rochelle. In 1988, Anthony Colavito, who was the then chairman of the Westchester Republican County Committee, asked me if I would start the Asian American Republican Committee. He had seen me as the chairman of the Indian American Forum for Political Education. I agreed to that, and that is how the Asian American Republican Party came into being in 1988. The reason I was a Republican at that time was because I believed in family values, in entrepreneurship, less government, less taxes. These were some of the principles that I firmly believed in, and that is why I wanted the Asian American community also to believe in those principles. The Asian American Committee at that time and even today had the highest per capita income of all ethnic groups. Educationally, they were on the highest rung of the ladder, and politically, they were just coming up. Today, the Asian Americans have 2 governors, several congressmen, several elected state senators, and several other elected officials. Today, our Asian American Republican Committee conducts a heritage dinner annually. We have the heritage dinner, which is a source of fundraising for our projects, and at the same time, it brings together all the Asian Americans and the elected officials in the community. The fundraiser helps us to support some of the candidates who are running for office. It also helps us to help our own community members run for office if they are interested in running for office. We've been able to help them on various levels, and our committee has been a very active committee since 1988. The Asian American Republican Committee has been helping people locally. At our last annual dinner, the Heritage Dinner, most of the elected officials who were there recognized the fact that we've been able to help them, we've been able to campaign for them while they were running for office, and we've been able to get involved in the administration of their activities. So we have been lending a helping hand at various levels to help the Republican candidates get elected. Most of the elected officials have been able to recognize the potential of the Indian American community. The Indian Americans have the highest per capita income of all the ethnic groups, including the whites. And 50% of all the PhDs awarded in this country are to Asian Americans, and of that number, 50% are to Indian Americans. So with education at such a high level, the Indian Americans have been doing extremely well. Today we have quite a number of Indian American professors, we have deans, we have presidents of colleges, and this has happened only because we are on top of the rung in the educational field. In the economic field, we are also on the top. And in the political field, although we were not so high on the ladder, we are becoming a force to be reckoned with. We have been doing pretty well. We have two governors, Bobby Jindal of Louisiana and Nikki Haley. We also have quite a number of senators, congressmen, and other elected officials. So we have come a long way in our battle for gaining political ground. The Indian Americans are able to join the Republican Party and get elected because the competition is less on the Republican side, and because the Indian Americans and the Asian Americans are highly educated. So they're able to vie with the others and win the elections, get the ticket and win the elections. I hope this trend will continue because I want to see more and more Asian Americans, and in particular Indian Americans, getting elected to top positions in the Republican Party. I would like more and more young individuals, young Indians to join the Republican Party and get involved in the political process of this country. And finally, I just want to thank all the Kairali viewers. I wish to thank Kairali TV for giving me this opportunity to address their audience, and I hope more and more young people will come forward and join the Republican Party, especially all the audience of the Kairali TV.